Roll call.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Here.
Mr. Hoffman?
Here.
Mr. Condit?
Here.
Mr. Molina?
Here.
Mr. Silverston? And Mr. Wiggins?
Here. Approval of meeting minutes from July 12th, 2016.
Move to approve.
Second.
A roll call on approval of minutes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina?
Yes.
Mr. Wiggins?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
And are there any amendments to the agenda?
Possibly, a couple.
All right, let's start.
Okay.
I got the time. I'll be back.
Yeah, you got some time. Resolution number 95, 2016, a resolution to approve change order number...
Yeah.
Okay. To approve change order number 10 for U.S. Utility Contractor Company, Inc. in the amount of $10,102.30 for work associated with the Village of Reminderville Recreation Center project.
Needs a second. Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina?
Yes.
Mr. Wiggins?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Resolution number 96, 2016, a resolution to approve change order number 11 for U.S. Utility Contractor, Inc. in the amount of $1,377.36 for work associated with the Village of Reminderville Recreation Center project.
Need a second.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Molina?
Yes.
Mr. Wiggins?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes. Resolution number 97, 2016, a resolution to approve change order number 12 for U.S. Utility Contractor, Inc. in the amount of $19,059.67 for work associated with the Village of Reminderville Recreation Center project.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Wiggins?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina?
Yes.
Resolution number 98, 2016, a resolution to approve change order number 13 for U.S. Utility Contractor, Inc. in the amount of $4,276.20 for work associated with the Village of Reminderville Recreation Center project.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina?
Yes.
Mr. Wiggins?
Yes. Resolution number 99, 2016, a resolution to approve change order number 14 for U.S. Utility Contractor, Inc. in the amount of $2,131.50 for work associated with the Village of Reminderville Recreation Center project.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina?
Yes.
Mr. Wiggins?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes. Resolution number 100, 2016, a resolution to approve change order number 15 for U.S. Utility Contractor, Inc. in the amount of $3,603.25 for work associated with the Village of Reminderville Recreation Center project.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina?
Yes.
Mr. Wiggins?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Resolution number 101, 2016, a resolution authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an agreement with Ascendex for IT support services for the Reminderville Athletic Center for a sum not to exceed $1,000.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Molina?
Yes.
Mr. Wiggins?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes. Resolution number 102, 2016, a resolution to accept the recommendation of the Planning and Zoning Commission to approve a temporary pad in front of Ryan Holmes Model Home on Sublot 2 of Liberty Ledges Phase 1.
How'd that
Second.
get there? Out of all the stuff we've been going through. Oh, you're not at 104, I'm sorry. 104 is your next one.
Seconded that.
Roll call.
Mr. Wiggins?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina?
Yes.
Resolution number 103, 2016, a resolution to accept the recommendation of the Planning and Zoning Commission to approve Clover Construction's application to construct a trash enclosure for Glenwood Square Apartments. I better slow down.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina?
Yes.
Mr. Wiggins?
Yes. Resolution number 104, 2016, a resolution to approve change order number 5 for U.S. Utility Contractor, Inc. in the amount of $10,119.55 for work associated with the Village of Reminderville Recreation Center project.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina?
Yes.
Mr. Wiggins?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes. Resolution number 105, 2016, a resolution to approve change order number 6 for U.S. Utility Contractor, Inc. in the amount of $42,024.05 for work associated with the Village of Reminderville Recreation Center project.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina?
Yes.
Mr. Wiggins?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Resolution number 106, 2016, a resolution to approve change order number 7 for U.S. Utility Contractor, Inc. in the amount of $77.25 for work associated with the Village of Reminderville Center project.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Molina,
Yes.
Mr. Wiggins,
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo,
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman,
Yes.
Mr. Condit.
Yes.
Resolution number 107, 2016, a resolution to approve change order number 8 for U.S. Utility Contractor Inc. in the amount of $5,024.25 for work associated with the Village of Reminderville Recreation Center project.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Wiggins,
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo,
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman,
Yes.
Mr. Condit,
Yes.
Mr. Molina.
Yes.
And I know everybody will be sad, it's the last one. Resolution number 108, 2016, a resolution to approve change order number 9 for U.S. Utility Contractor Inc. in the amount of $3,914.86 for work associated with the rec center.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. DeCarlo,
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman,
Yes.
Mr. Condit, Mr. Molina,
Yes.
Mr. Wiggins.
Yes. Okay, go to committee reports, Mayor.
Alright, I'm gonna use my phone here. I got a letter from one of our residents, Leroy Lane, and I just thought it bared reading. It says, Mr. Mayor, I just received another e-flash from Lee Barthelman, and I am again overwhelmed by the professional layout and appearance along with the meaningful content of Mr. Barthelman's efforts. The Fall 2016 program guide for the Reminderville Athletic Club answered many questions my wife Mary and I had. It also informed us of many programs in which we might participate. They included tentative schedules, pricing, and key players along the program elements of the RAC itself. It is obvious that he's done a lot of preliminary research to get all the data. Hats off to Lee for a job well done. Many people expended time and thought to our new asset, the RAC. Its location is perfect. What is visible from the parking lot is overpowering for a small village. The proposed equipment and facilities are very impressive. Please thank council, the various committees and departments for their efforts. Lastly, thank you, Mr. Mayor, for your unparalleled vision and leadership. Thanks for the new village hall, its fine staff. Thanks for the new fire station facility with full-time fire and rescue personnel. Thanks for the police department and its wonderful officers. Thanks for keeping our service department a first-class responsive and professional group of dedicated workers. We have lived here for 39 years and the service department has always been great. Thanks for the wonderful street paving program. Thanks for the time-saving roundabout. Thank you for providing services to Twinsburg Township and allowing the village to participate in sharing income taxes to pay for so many programs for both the village and township residents. Thanks for the upcoming upgrades to the village properties at the Glenwood and Georgia intersection. We love living here. It really is a great place to call home. Respectfully, Leroy J. Lamb. I think he hit everything.
He must be coming to every meeting. I've never seen him, but he does everything.
Just so the council knows, there are people paying attention out there, and the police and fire know that the people do appreciate them. So, that's my report. I'm gonna drop the mic and walk off.
Thank you, Mayor. Mr. Carpenter.
That's a nice letter. I have no report.
Keith.
The Nautilus Trail Culvert project is complete. We're waiting for the final approval after ODOT reviews the inspection reports and everything, and then we can remove the load limit signs. Regatta Trail, there's going to be a punch list. Well, there's already a punch list. We're going through the punch list to see what else needs to be completed, and I know that the manhole sticking up and some of the tree lawn restoration still needs to be touched up. The resolutions that were added for the planning commission, the Liberty Ledges parking pad, that's a temporary parking pad that will go in front of the new model home that they are building for the phases 4, 6, and 7. That's located at sublot 2 right at the entrance of Liberty Ledges. So that will be removed once the last 3 phases are built out, and they'll put in a normal driveway there. And then the Glenwood Square trash enclosure, the planning commission did ask that they relocate the pad, and they have resubmitted the site plan, and that is on the architectural board agenda for approval, and then they can build their trash enclosure after that meeting. Construction status, Glenwood Greens has now pulled 31 of the 39 permits for 27 permits. We have 2 pending, just waiting on Gene's approval. Phase 4 of Liberty Ledges, we received their televised reports of their sanitary and storm sewers. Those are being reviewed by OHM. Once those are complete, they can begin pulling permits for Phase 4 of Liberty Ledges. Phase 6, we had a pre-construction meeting on the 26th of July. They have begun their mass grading, and they will be installing their infrastructure here shortly. And finally, Harrington Phase 9 will be going to the Planning Commission this week, and pending approval of, by that committee, they will begin site work next week. So that was all I had.
I have a few questions for you, Kevin. On the culvert replacement on Nautilus?
Yes.
When will they do the restoration work, where they had all the equipment work?
That is a part of the little punch list that we're putting together.
Okay.
They might wanna wait till September, cause
Yes.
Nothing will grow, but, you know, they were parking on the opposite side of,
Yes.
the road in that
both
guy's
those will
front
be-
yard.
Yeah,
And they were also parking over by the turtle pond, so.
correct.
Let's just make sure we get all that cleaned up.
Yes.
And then going way back to the Nautilus Trail East
Yes.
repaving, we've got those major cracks in the pavement by Anchorage and across the street on the bubble. Is there any update on that from Gene?
I actually have a walkthrough scheduled now. After we spoke earlier, I had scheduled a walkthrough to do a final punch list before the maintenance bond expires on that, and that does expire in September, so we'll be doing that this
Very
week.
quickly.
Actually on Thursday, I think
Okay.
we're going to do the walkthrough.
And then the last thing I have, I got a call from Dayton Brennan on at 26 East Boulevard. When they put that section of the roadway in, his curb is a real issue, and when he addressed it, I guess Fritz went down there and talked to him and told him that's normal. It's not normal. I pulled in there and my van almost bottomed out. He says his car's bottoming out, and that's something we can address Thursday then at the pre-con meeting.
I actually went and did a visit as well. I've already addressed it with Scott Hines. We are going to have them schedule a curb cut the next time they're doing curb cuts for some of the new houses out there.
And then the other thing, when we do a road project, whether you have a gravel, asphalt, or concrete driveway, we put a concrete apron in. They did dig up the end of his driveway to run the piping through underneath, and that keeps settling. When they pour those driveways across the street, maybe we can get them to pour him a small apron to at least cover the area that he keeps having to steal the limestone from the construction site across the street to keep his driveway filled in, and they told him to take the stone as much as he needed.
Well, I
And
will
that's
address
not the
that,
answer for the homeowner,
Right.
and an answer of, that's the way they're all done wasn't the correct answer either.
I'll make sure that Scott knows that the expectation is that there will be an apron for it.
Okay, thank you. Service Department, everyone should have a copy of Mr. Scaffidi's monthly activity report.
recreation. Sure. Oh, okay.
No, it's still Service Department. The delivery of the mulch to the residents coming from Savarino Brothers, it's not a lot of deliveries, but people are still calling. They're working on improvements up at the service garage, painting the exterior, working on cleaning up the floor. They're actually wire brushing the floor and getting oil removers down and just doing a nice job cleaning up. So if you're ever around when they're open, stop in, take a look, and let the guys know they're doing a good job. They did distribute letters prior to the Florida ditch cleaning with all the residents, and Sam said he had got no responses back from anyone, and I'm assuming everybody's happy with it. No one's complained. They did do a lot of trimming of the trees on the vacant lot where the house was torn down, and just cleaning that up, and the back side of the service garage there was painted. It really makes it look a lot nicer. Okay, rec center, Adam.
I have a question.
Oh, sure.
This will be a good segue into the rec center, I guess. The service department here says they took down those awnings off the old Snap Fitness and restoring them. why are we storing them? Are we planning on putting them back up, or what's?
Well, they wanted $11,000 to almost $12,000 to redo them, so I told them, take them down, store them. Number one, they're all aluminum,
Right.
even if we take them and scrap them or something, but, and want to wait and see if we really need to put awnings back up after they paint it and stuff, maybe we don't need to do
I think it
awnings.
looks good. Yeah, I think it improved it just taking them down,
Right,
regardless of
so that's just, I told them just to hold it till we,
until we know for sure.
yeah. And then if we have to have them reskinned, we can have them reskinned at a lot less than.
Right.
That's all I have.
Adam?
Updates on the rack. First off, instruction pieces, the carpet in the fitness area went in today. The fitness equipment, everything is being delivered tomorrow, and they'll be inputting it and delivering it tomorrow, finishing on Thursday. The volleyball hoops and basketball hoops and volleyball systems are up right now. Some of our other furniture, including our latchkey, tables, chairs, kid supplies, are being delivered on Friday, along with all the items we have purchased for those areas as well. We put out a press release stating that August 23rd we will begin taking yearly memberships as a special incentive for those that purchase a yearly membership in August and September. When we do officially open up in September, early September, they will get the rest of the month free before their yearly membership starts on October 1st, I'm sorry. Our website, we do have a preliminary website up at remindervillerack.com. That's a very, very basic site. A full blown out website will be going up here in the next few days, full of tabs, links, pictures, online registrations, every piece of information that you would need to know. So look out for that, check out for that in the next few days. That should be up and running. We do have our brochure that a lot of you guys had a chance to take a look at. This will get mailed out to everyone next week, as well as we will deliver them to Aurora, Twinsburg businesses, and anywhere else that we can get this information out to the public. That is going out next week. Twinsburg Township is approving Reminderville Athletic Club as a facility during their next meeting as a place where they can have a discounted membership rate. Twinsburg Township will provide 50% off to Twinsburg Township residents who want to take part in a Reminderville Athletic Club membership, and then the Twinsburg Township residents will pay the remaining up to $250. We do have a parents meeting on August 11th, this Thursday, for our Latchkey program. Parents will get to meet the staff, look where their child is going to be. We're going to go over rules, policy, procedures, everything that they need to know, and answer any questions before the kids officially start on the 17th.
And they will be, you're gonna be able to start in the rec center?
That's the plan, yep, absolutely. On September 1st, we're going to have a full staff training with the rest of the staff that we're bringing on board, and we're partnering with the City of Fairlawn, who also has the same software system as we do. That's going to take place on September 1st. We have been officially approved for Silver and Fit. We got those documents back and we are approved, and we're still waiting on Silver Sneakers and we're working on that, but Silver and Fit is in place as of right now. Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah, we no longer do a senior report, but I've heard that Stacy and Colleen are putting together multiple events for seniors. And you don't have to be a member of the athletic club to participate. And I just thought it'd be good to bring that part of the reports back to tell us, like, we have the upcoming picnic this August. I forget the date on that. 29. And then there's gonna be a Halloween party. But just to bring the seniors up to date and to make them aware that you don't have to be a member to participate.
Yeah, a lot of programs, you do not have to be a member to participate. Some programs you do, and some programs there's a nominal fee to participate in, but you're exactly correct.
Colleen's putting together a newsletter for seniors right now. One additional thing that we just got taken care of today is The locker rooms and the latchkey program will be painted, and Sherwin-Williams has a new paint out that's called Shield, what is it, something Shield?
Barriers.
I don't know, something, anyways, it's very expensive. But it will kill 99% of all bacteria, MRSA, influenza, E. coli, all that stuff. So our locker rooms and our latchkey program will be painted in that, so it'll be something that'll help take care of problems like that. Something that you don't see in any other place like that, so. I think it's like, was $85 a gallon or something like that. But, my daughter works for Sherwin-Williams out in California, so she got us called back here and got it for half off for us. So, it's like 20 gallons of it, I think. But,
And then that's good for several years, right?
yeah, it's, as long as, the deal was, everything they've been spraying in there, it cannot be sprayed, it has to be brushed or rolled. So we met with the painter today, and he said he would roll it. So he was very accommodating about it, so it's pretty cool.
Is there a way to also send that brochure out to say like Beacons Green and points in Aurora that are awful close? Is there, instead of just sending them to Reminderville residents?
Sure, it's about 37 cents to mail and postage plus the cost of this. Yeah, I mean,
I just didn't know how easy it was to get all those addresses.
as long as we have the addresses, we can mail them out.
I think that would be good to send them to, you know, close proximity like that. I mean, obviously not all of Twinsburg, not all of Aurora.
Right, I agree, we can look into that.
Anything else? Thank you. Deborah?
Yes, ordinance 16 and ordinance 17, I asked if council could pass those by emergency. Ordinance 16 is to pay the USDA loan payment for this building. And 17 is appropriations predominantly to pay for inspection fees that have been contributed by the developers. So it goes in and out of the agency fund. But because there have been so many more inspections with all the phases, we just have to increase the appropriations. That's the majority of it. But if anyone has any questions, I'd be glad to answer those for council about those two ordinances.
Is there anything else you need by emergency tonight?
Not that I need, no.
All the change orders,
All the change orders?
right?
Yes.
Don't they have to be paid for?
Yes,
This
all the
time.
change orders, yes.
All the hiring?
There were,
You need all your hires done.
Yes, especially the subs, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much everything.
I throw you everything.
One thing's gonna be not.
Thank you, Deborah. Chief?
Two things. Through communication with the rec committee, it's been relayed to me that the new rec center is gonna take over the community events. Have we decided that that's gonna happen, and is it gonna happen for the Halloween party?
They're gonna work in conjunction with you.
The annual kids Halloween party?
Yeah,
Yes, absolutely. We have that heavily advertised, we're pushing for it, and we'll be there right hand in hand.
so you're gonna take care of it down there?
We can, yeah, we can.
That's my question. Is it gonna happen at the rec center, or is it gonna happen at the police department?
Colleen, first off, Colleen said something about getting the tent and stuff down there and having the seniors do theirs the night before.
Yes.
So that needs to be talked to. So do you wanna do it up there or down there? That's what he's looking for.
Sure, yeah, I think we're gonna do it down there.
I'd much rather do it at your place. If you're gonna advertise it, let's do it where you're advertising, because it's gonna be a mess, because we used to do the same thing at the marina, and it became a mess. Whoever advertises it and where we advertise is where we should have it.
But it's currently listed as a police station.
Great.
Why such a heavy sigh?
Alright, well, obviously they need to discuss that,
And work on it.
logistics, yeah.
What's that?
We'll get a sticker before all these are mailed out, put it over there, right?
And what was your second thing, chief?
Okay, I guess we're having the same problem with the Santa toy delivery. So the fire department may wanna know that.
With what?
Advertising there
Apparently
from,
they picked, there's a date in that brochure. I don't know if they cleared that date with the fire department or not.
Yeah, we've already covered it. It's not, there's nothing being held at the rec center though.
No.
No, it's all, I would assume.
We can bring the presents up
And we
there.
took exactly what you guys had given us and just kind of placed them here.
Okay.
what day are we having the Halloween party?
The Halloween party is how it always is, the Saturday before Halloween, and the senior party is the day before,
And what day is Halloween?
October 31st.
Of course it is, what day of the week?
We're gonna do the 29th, you're gonna do your Saturday.
So Halloween's on Monday,
Halloween's on Monday.
and you're gonna have it when?
October 29th is the
29th.
kids' party, the 28th is seniors.
You're gonna have it on
December 25th.
Monday?
And
Yeah.
the Santa toy delivery is gonna be December 10th, and we'll probably have gift drop off December 3rd, right?
Yeah, that's a Saturday.
Got it?
It's up to you, you're the one that changes it on me all the time.
I don't think I've ever changed it.
You have it.
Oh my goodness.
I've never changed
Not Halloween.
it. Even when it was cold and snowy and I had people yelling and
Complaining.
screaming at my house.
Doesn't it go, don't you like having it on the same days that everybody else does?
Yeah. I try to do it all the same exactly.
Okay.
Aurora and Twinsburg. So they'll be on the 31st, we'll be on the 31st.
Alright. So Saturday, and then what'd you
Monday
say?
night football will have to wait.
What's happening on Friday?
The
Seniors
seniors.
are gonna have their own Halloween party. They're gonna dress up and everything.
Where at?
In front of your police station. That big tent.
your tent.
No. Heritage.
In the tent.
In the tent. Until further notice. I might change my mind.
Just let me
this
know.
time. I might change my mind this time.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Second thing is, we opened bids on Wednesday for the construction of the new police department, went out for the second time. Long and short of it, we had 8 people bid. It's broken out in different alternates. It came in $6,000 cheaper than the last time. Difference from what is in the bank to pay for it versus what we need is about $150,000, $145,000. So, there's been discussion with a few of the councilmen about whether or not council wants to fund that. If you do, I need to know pretty soon. If you don't, I'd like to know pretty soon too, so I can let the contractors know. If you do decide to fund it, we'll have to structure some kind of a payback as the money comes into the police department from the drug seizures and forfeitures over the year. It'll have to pay council back. That money will need to be zeroed out to appease the Department of Justice.
Chief, can you repeat that number, the difference between what you have and what you need?
About $150,000.
All right,
That's all I have.
thank you, chief. Chief,
July reports are given in advance for training and runs. The only other thing would be on Thursday, Chief Pluckett and I will have a discussion, a project discussion with the 911 cellular company. And we'll work on setting up training schedules for us and your guys possibly to join in with dispatch and choose some different options for the app. And hopefully by then we'll have a better idea when the actual launch date will be for the village.
what is that date, Chuck?
We don't have one. Thursday's the meeting.
That's what I mean.
It's this Thursday.
What time?
I'm not sure yet. 10 or 11. It's not,
It's here, right?
no, it's actually over the phone.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
they do most of the work that way, so.
All right, thank you.
I have a question for you, Jack. And Deborah, I guess. When we get reimbursed for the ambulance runs, what is that supposed to cover? Is it just the vehicle? Is it, and I guess where I'm coming from is, I mean, obviously the ambulance is manned.
Mhm.
Can't we charge, say, a man, or however many hours it is per year, to that ambulance fund, instead of out of the fire income tax fund?
There is legislation that clarifies what that building fund is supposed to be used for. It was brought up a few months ago about something else. So I can dig that up and check into that. for
Okay.
you.
Yeah, we'll get back to you.
And then second, I don't know if this is actually for you, Jen, but I don't know who's working on it, the 911 cellular, what's going on with that?
That's what he just was talking about.
Yeah.
Thursday, there's a meeting.
Oh,
Thursday, we have a project meeting. Yeah.
Thursday's having a project meeting.
Project meeting to discuss training schedules for us and dispatch,
Okay.
and then work out a couple options for the actual app, and then, like I said, hopefully by that day, we'll figure out a launch date for the village.
Okay.
Thank you, Chad.
Yeah.
Architectural Board of Review, Mark?
At our last meeting, we had one shed that was tabled because they did not show up. We had one fence that was approved. We had 8 decks on the agenda, 7 were approved, 1 was tabled. Harrington, plots 9, 10, and 11, they showed us some new drawings of Hovinian-style homes. I don't know where the country of Hovinia is, but we approved those 6 plans. And then finally, we ended up approving the garage, the revised plans for the garage on California. Part of the approval was that it was to have matching siding on all 4 sides, not just the addition. As of last night, he hasn't moved on that yet, and I plan to contact him to see what his intentions are. Unless anybody has any questions? I'm done.
How did the vote go on the approval for that? How did the vote go on the approval?
We took about 45 minutes on that. And when it was brought up and we went over the plans, Neil, who was running the meeting, made his suggestions for the siding to match. He had no problem with it. Well, I shouldn't say who, I'll say how the votes went. 2 of the members had absolutely no problem with it. So Neil said, if we make this addition that all the sides match, could we agree on passing this? And I told him I planned to vote no, and he asked for a meeting. And we discussed this, I don't know how long we were out of the room discussing it. And to be honest with you, they asked me to my face, they go, why are you voting no on this? And I started, my reasons were, I wasn't real proud of him. The guy irritates me. The guy, I don't like how he works. I don't like people thinking they're pulling the wool over my eyes, but what it came down to when we finally voted was his paperwork was properly submitted and we were to decide if it was visually acceptable. Now, I know some people strongly think it isn't, but we had photos of before and after, and I really did think it looked better. Does it look good? No. Our original mistake was approving it in the first place, and we couldn't correct that. But the addition, to me, gave it some kind of symmetry, and if he finishes putting the facing on the old building, I think it'll make it look more uniform, better than it was before the addition. Like I said, he hasn't moved on it yet. He was quick to move before, but now he's not moving too quickly. And to be honest, I purposely announced that this would be up at our last meeting. I didn't get any phone calls, any emails with opinions. Only 2 people, citizens, showed up. And correct me if I'm wrong, I believe you said that you didn't object to the garage. What you had objected to was his, the way he operates. Is that?
The fact that his enclosure was not to be enclosed, and then the fact that he would sit here and tell you that the only reason it was enclosed is because the Amish came and did it when he wasn't there.
That's a lie.
And it's just the same way the Amish came and redug the ditch in the back, and the only time the poor Amish boy was on the motor motorized unit was when it was moved from the ditch back to where it needed to be in front of the garage, and I didn't think the boy was even allowed to run the thing, but he was still, you know, there was an Amish boy there that day, but we didn't see any Amish pounding nails.
Well, once again, I didn't think it was my job to decide if he was a liar or not. He had his paperwork in order, and we had pictures of before and after. And the before shot looked like Jed Clampett's cabin with a big barn shoved up behind it. And with the addition, assuming he puts the facing on the front like he's supposed to, yes, it's still big, but I think it looked more uniform. So if you want to say I caved, then I caved. But
I guess one of the things is that when you say his paperwork was in order, his paperwork was not in order to have the siding on the lean-to or the carport.
That's right.
Because there was no siding supposed to be on that carport. Correct?
that's true, but he resubmitted revisions.
After the fact.
You know, you and I have spoke about this.
Yes, I know.
You don't wanna get into the habit of doing
No,
after the fact of giving people the okay to do something.
in hindsight.
The other thing, I guess, I wanna know where the house is. I thought that was the whole thing, he said, I'm gonna build this garage so I can build the house. Does anybody ever ask him that when he comes to ARB?
Well, his intentions are good, yeah, I'm gonna build a house. But he has, I think it's a year.
Can you help me, is there a ruling on that or no?
On which part?
On it,
I
how
mean,
long he
have
has to
time.
build the house?
He has a year from this permit to.
From the permit of, did he get a pull a permit for a house?
Did he get a permit for the house? For the barn, right? That's all.
For the barn.
He did not pull a permit for a house,
As
He
far as
hasn't
I know.
submitted plans for a house yet.
because he's
So
not
he has
going
no
to.
time on that.
I guess that's my thing, I would like to see his plans for a house and when they're going, I mean.
Well, I mean, the mistake's already been made, like Mark referenced. You know,
Yeah.
They allowed him, if he had an intention of putting a house up, he should have submitted plans,
And pull a
At that
permit
time.
then, yeah.
you know. And I suggested that we get Mr. Rodick at a meeting here so we can discuss all these things with him here. Because none of us know exactly what he's telling this guy, what he's allowing him to do,
Well,
what he's directing him to do.
Yeah, we do need to get Mr. Rodick here. I mean, can you tell him to show up, Terry?
I will.
Okay, because when the guy was digging in the backyard, and Al called me, and I called Terry, and Terry had already told the guy not to dig in the backyard. He wasn't allowed to without going through engineering. So I called Jeff sent a police officer out, and he showed him a text that he had sent to Mr. Rodick, and Mr. Rodick told him, yeah, go ahead, you can dig in the backyard. That's not Mr. Rodick's sandbox to be playing in. So, that's just the stuff that continues to go on down there that needs to be corrected. All right, I'm done.
So to answer the original question, the vote was unanimous?
We decided that we were all gonna vote yes, or we were all gonna vote no.
So I'm taking the vote was unanimous.
Yes, I would think so too.
Yes, Jeff.
So that everybody knows where we come in this at, I get calls from another neighbor, not the Williams, about different things going on there in the morning. I've spoke with Mr. Rodick several times. That hasn't worked out the best. I've talked with Paul Carpenter about it as well. But the long and short of it is he's storing outside the building his work equipment, which Mr. Rodick said is a violation of the housing code. Police department can't charge him until certain things happen through the building department. So as Mr. Rodick comes to the council meetings or any of the individual meetings, if we could facilitate that to happen, it would allow us to cite him.
Does Mr. Rodick know what he needs to do so you
Yes.
can do your job?
Absolutely.
Yes, we've said that to him, we've discussed it with him, we've told him of council's impatience with this, so.
We've memorialized
Now
it.
is we bring him here and let him face, you know, you guys and say, yeah, everything's hunky-dory. Want him to hear it, want him to see it.
We've currently memorialized for the last 4 weeks of these different vehicles and pieces of equipment being stored there overnight and during the day, which is a violation according to Mr. Rodick. So, we've done all that we can do. It's gonna have to hand off to him. I've told the lady that calls me to start calling him.
Okay. Thank you. Planning and zoning. We have a meeting scheduled this Thursday at 9 o'clock. Board of Zoning Appeals, Finance.
Finance met today at 6:30. We went through the registers from the last month, the payment registers. We recommended payments in the amount of $839,156.18. Roughly $700,000 of that was the pay app number 5. It was actually split into 2 payments for the rec center. Our next 2 meetings, which is the 13th and the 27th of September, will be at 6 o'clock. The first meeting will be to do the July, will include doing the July bank recs, and the second meeting will include doing the August bank recs, and then we'll be caught back up since there was, since we didn't get July's in time to do it tonight. That is it.
Thank you, Tom. Cable, our next meeting will be later this month. Communications, no report. Long-term community development, I did not receive a report from them. Parks and Rec,
Parks and Rec did not meet this month, there's no report, we plan to meet this Wednesday. And now, I'm not sure what our role is with the upcoming Halloween events. In the past, the police have done all the work, all we've done is volunteer hand out pop and pizza. I mean, we really didn't have any role in the planning. What's that?
I think just volunteers.
Yeah, well, we'll continue to do that.
thank you. Records
No.
and Jen.
Jed's next meeting is the day after Labor Day, which is September 6th at 7 o'clock. And I apologize, I don't remember, was it here?
Should be here.
Yeah,
It's here.
I think our last meeting was at the
Wednesday.
township, so,
Yeah.
so it'll be here. And that is all.
Can I jump in for
It is
something
here.
about the Jen?
Okay.
I noticed that the appropriations for both the attorney and probably the payment to Twinsburg Township and Reminderville there's gonna have to be new appropriations. So if the Jen board has to pass that first, they have to approve additional appropriations for payment to the attorney and payment to the village and Twinsburg because of increased revenue.
Okay,
So at
so,
the September meeting, I'll give you some projections.
yeah, give me
maybe.
some numbers.
Mhm.
You just said increased revenue? Yes.
Yeah, so
Those
far,
are sort of nice words, I'd like to hear more about
yeah. So far, it's above what was projected. Yep.
And actually, if you can, or maybe I'll look at it first before, I was thinking maybe just copy Rob too, but
Yeah,
maybe I'll wait and just look at it.
yeah, I'll send it to you and then give it to her. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Ordinance 16, 2016, an ordinance to transfer $70,413.25 from the JED Fund 2073 to the United States Department of Agricultural Fund 3101, first reading. Ordinance 17, 2016, an emergency ordinance to make appropriation adjustments for the 2016 village budget, first reading. Resolution 88, 2016, a resolution to authorize the mayor to enter into a service agreement with Ajax Commercial Cleaning, Inc. for the cleaning of the Reminderville Athletic Club, first reading. Resolution 89, 2016, a resolution to hire Rebecca Kovach as front desk assistant for the Reminderville Athletic Club and declaring an emergency, first reading. Resolution 90, 2016, a resolution to hire Melanie Reischen as latchkey program aide substitute for the Reminderville Athletic Club and declaring an emergency, first reading. Resolution 91, 2016, a resolution to hire Wendy Windersheim as latchkey program aide substitute for the Reminderville Athletic Club and declaring an emergency. First reading, Resolution 92, 2016. A resolution to hire June Jansurek as Latchkey Program 8 substitute for the Reminderville Athletic Club and declaring an emergency. First reading, Resolution 93, 2016. A resolution to hire Maria Ludwig as lifeguard for the Reminderville Athletic Club and declaring an emergency. First reading, Resolution 94, 2016. A resolution to hire Kayla Musselman as lifeguard for the Reminderville Athletic Club and declaring an emergency. First reading, Resolution 95, 2016, a resolution to approve change order number 10 for U.S. Utility Contractor Company, Inc. in the amount of $10,102.30 for work associated with the Village of Reminderville Recreation Center project.
Discussion. This is additional mirrors. What mirrors were originally there?
None.
So it's not additional, it's a complete add.
Yeah.
I guess my question is, why are we spending $10,000 on mirrors?
To improve the looks of it.
I guess that's the short answer. Okay, well, I disagree in spending that kind of money for just mirrors. But that's my opinion.
If he could've got them cheaper, I would've taken that, but that was.
Oh, I'm sure. Cheaper would have been not doing them than these. I mean, I'm not going to disagree. I mean, it makes it look better, but I don't think. Well, there's a lot of things that would make it look better.
Yeah.
A retractable roof over the pool would be great too, but
Yeah.
at some point we got to say, okay, no more.
So there's a lot of that no more that's been going on lately.
This is going to be no more for me tonight. So, as far as this one goes. Okay, that's all.
All right, thank you, Tom. Resolution 96, 2016, a resolution to approve change order 11 for U.S. Utility Contractor Company, Inc. in the amount of $1,377.36 for work associated with the Village of Reminderville Recreation Center project. Resolution 97, 2016, a resolution to approve change order number 12 for U.S. Utility Contractor Company, Inc. in the amount of $19,059.67 for work associated with the Village of Reminderville Recreation Center project. Resolution 98, 2016, a resolution to approve change order number 13 for U.S. Utility Contractor Company, Inc. in the amount of $4,276.20 for work associated with the Village of Reminderville Recreation Center project. Resolution 99, 2016, a resolution to approve change order number 14 for U.S. Utility Contractor Company, Inc. in the amount of $2,131.50 for work associated with the Village of Reminderville Recreation Center project. Resolution 100, 2016, a resolution to approve change order number 15 for U.S. Utility Contractor Company, Inc. in the amount of $3,603.25 for work associated with the Village of Reminderville Recreation Center project.
Discussion, please.
Which one?
This is 100, the painting of the.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
This is for painting of the exterior ephes of the gymnasium restrooms and existing building. I guess my question is exactly what is that? Because Mr. Ponte was here and he showed us the ephes that we were going to be using and it was already colored. So why are we spending money to paint it?
We're gonna repaint the whole front of the ephes is not painted. That whole thing where Snap Fitness was is not
This
painted.
says gymnasium restrooms. Now these.
So we matched the color to the back. He matched the color to the front of Snap Fitness.
So we paid for colored ephes and now we're changing the color.
So it matched the rest of the building. Because the rest of the building, matter of fact, even the building on the inside, they don't have enough colored ephes for that, so they're gonna end up painting that, but we don't have to pay for that. To match what he has on the drawings up there, because they did not allow for painting and patching the ephes that goes along through the front. You know what I'm talking about, in the front, where all Snap Fitness, it was all gonna stay yellow all the way around.
Correct.
So, that's, if you're gonna do that, just paint the rest of it so it matches, instead of having the back end of it look
Right.
yellow.
I got you. Okay.
Resolution 101, 2016, a resolution authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an agreement with the Sundex for support services for the Reminderville Athletic Center for a sum not to exceed $1,000. Resolution 102, 2016, a resolution to accept the recommendation of the Planning and Zoning Commission to approve a temporary parking pad in front of Ryan Holmes Model Home on sublot number 2 on Liberty Ledges, Phase 1. Resolution 103, 2016, a resolution to accept the recommendation of the Planning and Zoning Commission to approve Clover Construction's application to construct a trash enclosure for Glenwood Square Apartments.
Discussion?
Yes.
Did you say, Terry, that that's going again to the planning and zoning to be reapproved after they make the change?
It has to go to the architectural board.
So this, we should just leave it first reading and,
I don't know if it has to be approved before ARB approves it or not. I don't know what the ruling is.
They had it in front of the building.
right, and they moved it to the back, right, which I agree, but since it isn't officially approved, Paul, I mean, does it,
Can we still approve it tonight?
And yeah, you can approve it, absolutely. If it still has to go there, it doesn't affect the approval from their recommendation.
right,
It's not, they're not contingent on each other.
This approval is more of approving the site plan, the
Right.
ARB is approving the fencing that's gonna go around it.
okay, I got it.
The enclosure the Amish people are gonna put around it. They will be.
Resolution 104, 2016, a resolution to approve change order number 5 for U.S. Utility Contractor Company, Inc. in the amount of $10,119.55 for work associated with the Village of Reminderville Recreation Center project.
I don't have copies of those, can you, for these next 5, can you read what the change order's for?
This was Ohio Department of Health required us to put another drain, which nobody makes sense why it had to be, but they didn't want the water from the splash pad mixing with the water of the swimming pool, even though it all goes through the same filtration system.
Okay, resolution 105, 2016, a resolution to approve change order number 6 for U.S. Utility Contractor Company, Inc. in the amount of $42,024.05 for work associated with the Village of Reminderville Recreation Center project, and this is for the outlets.
And this, we're probably gonna get some rebate back off of this, because when we went through, they said that we didn't need to do all this stuff that they thought they needed to do, so. In the end, there's supposed to be, we got credits coming on a few of these things.
Resolution 106, 2016, a resolution to approve change order number 7 for U.S. Utility Contractor Company, Inc. in the amount of $26,677.25 for work associated with the Village of Reminderville Recreation Center project. That was the railing on the
The
track.
changing of the railings, yeah.
Resolution 107, 2016, a resolution to approve change order number 8 for the U.S. Utility Contractor Company, Inc. in the amount of $5,024.25 for work associated with the Village of Reminderville Recreation Center project. Resolution 108, 2016, a resolution to approve change order number 9 for U.S. Utility Contractor Company, Inc. in the amount of $3,914.86 for work associated with the Village of Reminderville Recreation Center project. That's it. Old business? Any old business? New business?
The police chief did make a request as to what our opinion would be in regards to supporting his project with $150,000 so that he has some kind of an answer ready. What's the process we're going to use to discuss that?
do a work session on a Saturday morning. I know I need to think about this because we will eventually get reimbursed, and I know you can't give any type of a time frame on that.
Right.
8%?
What's that?
8%?
8% what?
Interest.
Finance charge.
Oh, no, that'll be good, I don't think, if you wanna do that, we can charge you back the percentage for the last 20 years of their money that you've been working on.
What are you talking about? I didn't hear anything you said.
Jeff, would you be available on a Saturday?
I don't know that we really need a work session, just think about it and call me and let me know. I mean, we don't need a formal meeting for you to say yes or no, I just need to know what your feelings are.
Do you have any, is there any mock-ups or anything?
Yeah, there's blueprints, I put them on your desk and there's about, 10 sets in your office?
You wanna grab them?
Is it-
do we have
It's
anything
a-
like that to so that people, so that they can?
We don't have anything quite that expensive, but we have something like that.
No, but it does show elevations and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's free. No.
Yeah,
No, it's
for
a
the
lot
low,
cheaper
low
than
price
yours.
of 8 million, 9 million. Yeah, that's free.
Thanks, man.
I just thought if council saw what's trying to be accomplished as far as trying to remove the look of a house down there.
It also makes,
Reminderville's come a long way, and it's still, you drive by and you see a house for a police station. It also gives his cops some added safety features in the fact that they'll have a separate Sally Port that can bring their people in and take them straight into the jail. There's no opportunity for them to, to have something that happen. Like right now, they're just be like pulling in your garage and opening up the door and say, honey, I'm home. Here's a bad guy.
it also accounts for future growth and no more growth. It exhausts the possibility that we'll ever need to build onto it, unless we acquire some more land somewhere that, I talked to the mayor about that, that's not in the future.
We're going out in Twinsburg.
If we get them, we may need to grow, but right now it accounts for the next 10 years worth of growth and all the build out from the available lots that we currently have.
Is that the exact same as the first bid?
It's a little bit different because I broke it out into 4 alternates, so we can break it down.
But over, if you did it all,
Correct.
Yeah, it's like what is it, you're digging, something you're not digging now or something?
The electric line, whether it's underground or overhead,
Right.
is one of them. The street elevations were a little
With the number
different.
of bays and everything and all this.
The bays, the storage room, yes.
Well, originally, everybody would have known my answer would have been no, on the money. But we do have it on record that he said he would pay us back, so now I seriously have to reconsider and see what we can do.
Was that an option last time you did the bid openings, paying us back? I don't ever remember you
Well, I mean,
bringing that up.
it's always an option, the account's there. It's just I can't tell you that we're gonna get money
When it's
in
gonna be.
next month, next year, I have no idea.
And the 150 you're short, is that to do everything complete, or is that the?
That's to do everything complete, it accounts for the build out of the offices, the Sally Ports, also leaves a little bit for some change orders.
Yeah, we talked about this.
And all the alternates that you said you put in the bid documents, that's including those alternates?
Including those alternates, and there is some money that we have in the budget currently for improvements that will go toward that offset that 150. So it's more like probably 160, but we've got about 10 set up in this year's budget for improvements that we're gonna do, new flooring, so we do all the new flooring.
I just think as the village progresses and this, knowing that it's going to last us for a long, long time, it would be a mistake not to do it. That's my opinion.
I agree with Walt and the fact that, like Tom said, that there's reimbursement, whether it's next week, next year, or whenever it happens. That's a positive to go ahead with it.
What I'd like to hear from either Deborah or Mr. Carlo is this affordable?
I need to look at it, and see what, obviously 2017's budgets are extremely preliminary at this point.
Right.
So I can't say anything. I just don't know.
And when would you be able to answer that?
December 31st?
I mean, I think he needs an answer.
No, I don't.
Well, the process for budgeting is that the mayor presents the budget to council, and that has not been done yet for 17. I mean, you have the current appropriations for 16. You know where there's money, what money's there that hasn't been appropriated.
Do we have a sense of our current run rate? In terms of how big a hole we'll be in at the end of the year versus any chance of being ahead of the game?
I'm not sure what run rate is.
In other words, the rate we're expending against bills that we have that are known. In other words, if you had to make a guess right now, looking at how we've been doing from month to month, will we be even at the end of the year, or?
Public finance isn't really looked at month to month. It's more of you go by the status of the appropriations and how much has been spent and then carryover. We're below, in general, we're below the appropriation where we could be for this year. So we're spending less than was projected to be spent, and the revenues are a little bit higher than was projected.
So, I would say we have $150,000 that you could give them.
Right, well, that's the key.
That's the short of it. We can find it.
And then we put when we do the 2017 budget, there'd need to be a placeholder in there, because it could be 18 before it would come back.
Oh, it could be 2020.
Yeah.
You're using 150, and then whenever you get the money, it's a bonus, because you can't plan on when you're getting it.
Okay.
That's all.
Yeah,
That's the only way.
When
to do
would
it.
you start and when
That's
would,
where you have to
what
look
would be the completion date, Tim?
We'd probably be done in 16. They would want to get started right away. There's certain things that need to happen before November. Concrete, certain things that need to be poured and whatnot.
So that's the stuff you have to understand. It'll come out of 2016 budget.
Yeah, it'll affect the carryover date. Right.
Do you have sort of a ballpark percentage that the change order allowance is? You said, I was gonna be a question, but you already said there is money allowed for that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think there'll be 0 change orders. The architect that drew this spent a ton of time drawing it. We broke it down into 4 different alternates. I think there'll be very minimal change orders, if any. Now, I figured 10% on that,
Okay,
but I don't think it's gonna be anywhere in that neighborhood.
that's kind of the number I was looking for. Thanks.
All right.
So
Any
what do
other
we need to do
comments?
to make this, what do we need to do to make this happen?
We'll talk about it at the next meeting. You can make a motion.
Right.
But you gotta get through this meeting first.
Right.
You gotta get the information.
All right, any other new business? Yes,
So our next meeting's not till the 2nd week of September?
No, the council meeting after this one.
That's what you want.
I got you.
I originally thought, next month, right, but no,
Okay.
this isn't.
any other new business?
Motion to adjourn?
Second?
Roll call.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina,
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
Yes.
Mr. Ricardo?
Yes.